In this week's double parsha, the Torah describes the war against Midian. We learnt at the end of Parshat Balak that the two nations who were usually at war, Moab and Midian, had come together, had become allies to fight against the Jewish people. And on the advice of Bilam, they sent their daughters to tempt the Jewish men. They acted in a promiscuous way, and there was a terrible plague that occurred in the Jewish camp, and many died. And Hashem told Moshe after that event, we read at the beginning of Parshat Pinchas, Saroret Midyanim. I want you to proclaim a state of war against the Midianites. And in this week's Parsha, in Parshat Matot-Masei, Moshe is commanded to go and actually take vengeance against the Midianites and to put together a fighting force. And how much is this fighting force? The Torah tells us, 1,000 lemateh, 1,000 per tribe for all of the tribes of Israel, a fighting force of 12,000 people. Now, one could ask a question over here. Why was it specifically 1,000 per tribe? We just had in Parshat Pinchas a census of the Jewish people in the 40th year after the Exodus, just as they were about to go into the land of Canaan. And the men who were over the age of 20, of military age, were more than 600,000. So they could have had a much bigger army. Why only an army of 12,000 people? And the answer lies in a later war, also against the people of Midian, in the time of the judges, and in particular, the judge Gideon. Gideon goes to fight against Midian, who have been attacking the Jewish people, and he's got a massive fighting force. And Hashem says to him, it's too big. I want you to narrow it down. So he goes through this whole elaborate procedure to narrow it down, and Hashem says to him again, narrow it down. And eventually he narrows it down until there were only 300 men left. And he goes out to war against the Midianites, and he's completely victorious. Just like in our parasha, the fighting force of 12,000 men go out against the Midianites. They do not lose a single soldier in the battle. They come back, they are completely victorious. They have captives of war, they have loot, they have booty, they bring back a lot of things. Just a small little fighting force. Why? So Hashem tells the judge Gideon, he says, I don't want you to think that it's because of your military prowess. It's because you have such a big army that you were successful. No. I want the Jewish people to realize that it's because they have Hashem on their side. Now, naturally, ein somchim ala nes. We cannot rely on miracles. We can't just go to a battle with a small little force and not be properly armed. You have to do what is required according to the laws of battle, of war. You have to have strategy. You have to have technology. Yes, Tzahal, Tzva Haganah Yisrael, the Israel Defense Force is an incredible army with incredible weapons and technology. And we must do everything to go out and to fight our foes. But we should always acknowledge the fact that it's not through human ingenuity that we are victorious. It's because Hashem is there to assist us. And so it was in 1948, and so it was in 1967, where we were basically outnumbered. The state of Israel was outnumbered, and yet they won an incredible victory. And so Hashem tells us, it's not through human power, it's not through human might, it's not through military might, but it's because of your trust in me. You do what you have to do. You fight your battle. Believe in me, put your trust in me, and I will allow you to defeat your enemies. I wish you a good Shabbos.